What's up, YouTube? This is Collect Pokemon, and yeah, you are seeing a live stream. I usually don't live stream, especially at these times. It's kind of a little weird that I'm live streaming. I actually don't know how many people are watching this live stream, but we'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, currently I don't have any of my cameras set up, but we are witnessing an amazing auction. This is like seriously weird. I mean, it's unbelievable that this card is going back up. This card is going back up to the $10,000 range. I mean, I do have a theory for this, but let's just wait for another 30 seconds to just see if we're actually gonna see more people bidding this, because this is ridiculous, guys. I'm trying to see where I can actually reply some of your comments. Yeah, I don't know why. Ooh. So, I could reply your comments now, but it's quite crazy. 4 more seconds. Are we gonna see a jump? Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, I think that is the auction. It's quite scary. This card has gone back to 10,000 US dollar. I am, totally surprised that this card actually made it that far. This is going to mean that a lot of the other cards are going up. I mean, I'm just going to check out right now if there's any other on sale on eBay. Book label, hidden face, Charizard. Let's see if we can actually find any. Oh, right. So here we can see that the other listing is like, what, 25? What is happening? So this one is listing for 9,999. Wow. Guys, could you believe this? The price of this Charizard have shot up. I mean, just recently, it wasn't anywhere near that price. It was like $2,000, $3,000 just a couple of days ago. And that sale, see, it was actually just 3 days ago. I mean, like a week ago, it was $3,000, and now it's 10,000. How? Wow, it's actually quite ridiculous. And my theory, look at this, April 25th, it was only 2,700. My theory is this: for the past 2 months, a lot of people had been flipping a lot of Pokemon cards. They have been buying. Yeah, it's 10K, man. I am shocked. I mean, just the other day, I thought 4K was expensive. I didn't buy one. I'm like, wow. Yeah, Travis, this is ridiculous. So, like I said, I have a theory for this. The theory is that people for the past 2 months have been flipping cards. They have been buying it at like a booster box for $100, flipping it to $200. And those people who actually made money from those flipped are the ones who are trying to purchase a lot of these high-end cards. And that's what's pushing the market up. My theory is that the market is actually, to be very honest, it's not a bubble. I actually have a feeling this is actually quite, I know a lot of people are going to hate me saying this, but this is quite healthy in the sense that people are buying and selling so that they can buy higher end cards. And when they can buy higher end cards, they tend to keep them in their collection. So I think that, in the long run, we're going to see finally, we're going to see stabilization. Yeah, I would agree. But yeah, we're going to finally see some stabilization and even some tracing in booster boxes. So I've been looking at Unbroken Bond and Team Up booster boxes, and I found that there had been a bit of retracing. It used to go up to as high as 300-ish a box, but now they're going back down to around 250. So booster box, sealed booster box are not are stabilizing actually, so that's good. However, a lot of these Hidden Fate single cards continue to rise. If you guys go into Tro and Toe and stuff, you guys can see that, the Hidden Fate shining hit, yeah, the shiny Pokemons are always out of stock. And yeah, we're gonna see more of these ridiculous price that is coming back to these black labels, because I know there were a lot of haters saying that, BGS has been so easy, grading, giving out black labels. It's true that, they're giving out more black label, but it's also true that the print quality of the Hidden Fates cards are a lot better. If you look at the PSA submission, around 70% of the cards gets PSA 10. So yeah, but this is such a huge demand for these set of cards that, doesn't matter if there's 100, 200, or even 800 copies of a PSA 10, or even 300 copies of the Black Label Charizard. People will soak it up. People will tick it up, and eventually there would be some crazy collector which is trying to collect a whole set of full set of Black Label. I would not be surprised. But yeah, this is a totally unexpected video. I was not expecting this, but yeah, basically, that's that. It's sold for $10,000, guys. Well, the auction is $10,000. I know someone's gonna tell me, "Hey, collect Pokemon." That's not right. I mean, it could be fake bid, but well, I don't know. I'm just looking at the price here, and the bid actually looks quite legit. Let's see if I can show you guys the bid. The seller is very new. That's what I could say. So the bid seems actually quite legit. I mean, take a look at these bid. Some people bid up to 3,600. That's where the bid kind of slowed down. It went up to all the way to 10,000, so 9,900. So this guy, whoever this guy is, was willing to pay 9,900. And there were actually two other guys that actually bid with him for the $10,000 mark. And he topped it up with 10,300. So yeah, I would think that it's quite cool. This 12 bidder, 56 bid, was a 5-day auction. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So anyhow, even though the rating of this guy, it seems a little low, but I mean, he still has 100% feedback. So yeah, and it's looked like he's been really, really active in bidding. So anyway, that's pretty much this video. I mean, I just want to show you guys that it's crazy. I mean, $10,000 for this card now. And I mean, if you guys call the first guy who bought it for $10,000 crazy, look at now. Who's the crazy one? So anyway, hope that you enjoyed this video. We'll go back in talking about Darkness Ablaze very soon. Yeah, and do check out my shop, collectpokemon.com, and basically I will be pre-ordering some of the new Japanese sets, so do go check it out. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Oh, I'm just going to reply some messages first. What's your opinion on trying to collect the master sets of Evolution and a booster box of it? Do you think it's a good investment? Whether a master set is a good investment, I would say not really a good investment. It's a good collection, but it's not a good investment. Booster box Evolution, honestly, there's too much of it. If you were really wanting to collect, what I would really suggest, I heard, yes, Evolution is out of print. That is true. But if you want to collect, go for the Holo Rare Charizard. PSA 9 are very affordable. The PSA 9 ones are going for like $100. Raw ones are around $55 to $60. So the only card that I will foresee go up in price a lot is going to be the Holo Charizard. Not the reverse one, just the regular Holo Rare one. Yep, if you got a PSA 8 one, technically, I think you can buy a lot of PSA 8 one. They're not expensive right now. I think PSA 8 is still under $100. PSA 10 are the really expensive one. It's really, really hard to grade. I think I've sent in 10 more. I will see if I can get those PSA 10, if I can get any of them being PSA 10. So, yeah, so a normal human, if you're asking me, I would say if you have that money, go for the Charizard. Don't go for the Master Set nor the booster box. It's simply will be a better return. Yeah, honestly, if it was $60, I would just snatch it. I mean, right now, yes, there's a lot of them, but chances are people will start looking for these cards. And the good thing about a graded PSA 8 card, if you crack it open later on, you can still sell it as like mint, near mint. My favorite booster box, if I could buy to invest. The only regret I have a couple of years ago was Legendary Collection. Legendary Collection, I know there's a lot of haters saying that it looks like fake cards, but I think it's just so bold and unique. I was offered to buy a box back then, I think 2 or 3 years ago, for around $5,000, $6,000. And back then I was relatively new to the hobby again, so I was like, oh my god, $5,000, that's a lot of money. So I was like, yeah, not gonna happen. And I mean, like 2 weeks ago it was selling for $15,000. So Legendary Collection is that the booster box that I really regret not buying back then. Yeah, I mean, I have a complete full set of the reverse, but I mean, they're not PSA 10 quality. So yeah, I do regret that. Yes, that one, that the Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres will continue to go up. Actually, just the other day, I think I sold a PSA 10 version on eBay for 120 US dollars, something along that line. Here's the thing about Hidden Fates. It's actually very weird. If you go and search up the price for the pin box, the pin box has been going up, dramatically. I have no idea why, but the Mew and Mewtwo pins collection is going for over $600 a case. And that one case only have 8 boxes. So it's definitely crazy. Flashfire Charizard. That's going to be an interesting one. The Flashfire Charizard actually have, a couple of different versions. The version that I actually like the most is actually not the Mega Charizard in Flashfire, but actually the full art Charizard, the one that has his tail facing you and you looking back, it looking back at you. I just don't feel the art for the Mega Charizard, the secret rare version, to be that good. So if you were to collect Charizard, you can collect the Mega Charizard in Evolution. I think that one is still very cheap and affordable for PSA 10. Investment wise, I don't think that's. Yeah, I wouldn't keep those cards for investment, but I would just keep those cards as a collection. The Mega Charizard. Flashfire, people are just chasing it, to be very honest. I would actually spend more time looking at the Sun and Moon era card than the XY era. The EXXY era. Because, Travis, when did you come in to start playing Pokemon again? A lot of players or a lot of collectors, people, started again during the Sun and Moon era. So when these kids get older, they're going to look for these cards for the nostalgic feeling. So they're definitely going to look for the Hyper Rare Charizard. They're definitely going to look for Hidden Fates. They're going to look for the GX cards. They just don't belong to the era of the EX card. So that's the thing. Do you think VMAX Charizard will become the new Mega Charizard? I don't care for either. Besides Shiny Charizard, I prefer Charizard to be Charizard, not some other form of Charizard. Yeah, here's the thing. Because I think every era they have a special thing. Like, you know, we have the Shiny Charizard, the Delta Species Charizard, the Gold Star Charizard. And the first iteration of each of the Charizard seems to go up in price, in value. VMAX Charizard, that is one thing that I worry about. You know, I'm actually going to make a video just simply talking about the VMAX Charizard. Everyone is so hyped up on the Sword and Shield 3, so the Darkness Ablaze. I have reservation. I do, because no one knows whether the hyper rare version is going to come out in the Charizard VMAX hyper rare, whether that rainbow color, rainbow rare, is there, because it's not released in Japanese. And if it is not released in Japanese, you know, we might simply not get it in English just yet. So that chase card that everyone is trying to get in the August set will simply be a full art version of the Charizard. And that is not good, because it will mean that somewhere down the line, Pokemon will release the Rainbow Rare version of the VMAX, but we don't know which set. So I will definitely not go all in on the VMAX Charizard or in you know, the August set just yet. I would wait to see whether we have more information or when we actually see some early booster box opening. Yeah, say Rainbow Rare from Cosmic Eclipse set is quite nice. Do you like it? Actually, let me finish the VMAX Charizard question. Do you think VMAX will become the new Mega Charizard? I still think it will, but I just don't know where the Rainbow Rare version is going to come in. Rainbow Rare in Cosmic Eclipse set is quite nice. I do agree. And a lot of people want me to talk about Cosmic Eclipse. It's a very underrated set, to be very honest, because it was a set that is released after Hidden Fates, and you know, people have been dumping money into Hidden Fates, and everyone just cared about opening Hidden Fates. Cosmic Eclipse actually started a very cool, unique artwork called CHR, Character Rare. So it's a Pokemon with a full art in the uncommon or the common section. Over time, I think that set will go up in price, and I think we're seeing that in the Pikachu. That Pikachu alone, it's going to around $10 to $12 US dollar. So we're gonna see more of Cosmic Eclipse actually moving up in price. Many distributors already do not have those in stock already. So if you can buy a case and keep it sealed, I think Cosmic Eclipse will have quite a stable growth. So that's my opinion. And according to the price for the single cards, I think the average price for that set is still higher than Unified Mind or even Team Up and Unbroken Bond. So Cosmic Eclipse is going to be a good investment. But if Travis, you're asking me about whether the Charizard version, the Charizard and I forgot that Fox, that tag team, whether that one would be a good investment, I would hold back, because Charizard and Reshiram tag team will be the one that people are chasing for. And it is likely that we're going to get a gold version in our holiday set. So in the September set, and the holiday September yearly special set, because in the Japanese version they released the gold version already, and it's been selling out. Japan had been a very, very scary place, for Pokemon cards. If you guys think the hyper rare Charizard for Burning Shadow is crazy, selling for 3,000 US dollar, the Japanese raw card is already selling for $1,000 US dollar. The raw card. So that's why a lot of the Japanese cards, you can actually see a lot of eBay Japanese seller taking off the cards, because the demand in Japan is so much higher. and the price that they can get from selling the cards back within Japan is so much higher, that, you know, we're gonna see a substantial rise in the Japanese card price. And it's really hard to predict anything. Can you do a video on your investment strategy? Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I have to, you know, pull together some stuff, and I would make one of those strategies video. I think that's pretty good. But to be very honest, here's my tips usually for any of these sort of Pokemon card investment. Don't try to chase the card. I mean, unless you have loads of money. I usually buy my cards at, you know, release rate. I don't usually chase it, so that, yeah, I don't usually chase the card. So if the Unbroken Bond booster box, for example, went up to $150, even though I know that it's likely to go up to $200, I will not buy it for $150 as an investment, because it's very speculative, and you never know when it's actually going to fall back down. That's one thing. The second thing is that when you're trying to get rid of these boxes, when you're trying to flip or sell it, you know, eBay takes like what, 10%, PayPal another 5% with shipping and everything else. You know, you have to have a very strong profit margin, and, you know, if you buy it at $150, chances are it would only worth your time if you can actually sell it for like $250. And, you know, sometimes the higher it gets, the harder it is to sell. So I would definitely not chase the market in that sense. But yeah, I will tell you guys more about, you know, what I would see or how I would invest in later video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, this is a quite an interesting unprepared talk. So yeah, I will run more of these streams. I can see that a lot of people like asking questions and seeing my thoughts on stuff. Maybe I'll do like a weekly Q&A, you know, or bi-weekly Q&A session. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, so still leave a comment. I'll try to get back on the comment. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you guys.